All right. Hello and welcome everybody to the Taiko Results of the Mappers Choice Awards 2024. We already saw a lot of incredible maps and players and people today, namely from storyboarding and media, but we are now ready to present the Taiko Results. My name is Yasuo and I'm joined by _GT, and we are ready to present those results to you right now, right?
Yep, let's go.
All right, nice. We start right into the first award. It's most promising, place 3. We start with Glassive. Yeah, we have a newcomer to the ranked section in 2024, and we're starting very strong with his first ranked map. It's going to be Onigiri Freeway. Everybody knows this song, basically. It's also a featured artist. And it has custom Taiko hit sounds. If you turn up your volume a little bit more, you can hear them pretty well. Yeah, having this as your first ranked map with custom hit sounds is quite impressive, and so Glassive made it onto the most promising list as a 3rd place.
Yeah, looking at Glassive's other ranked maps, it's clear that they put in quite a lot of effort into their map sets, having custom Taiko hit sounds, custom skins for 2 of those 2024 maps ranked in 2024. And also, Glassive is a loved description reviewer, so that's another way that they've had contributions in Taiko. Also kind of active in the mapping modding hub and helping various people. I think that's always nice to see from newer players trying to show other players the ropes to this game mode.
Exactly. Glassive is definitely on a rise with all sorts of songs and maps, as you can see in his ranked section right now. Also probably mostly known for his PP Eek map, which has been ranked in 2024. And yes, there's also a total of 7 GDs ranked, and it's going to be quite fun to see what Glassive can put out next. So we are quite excited to see what's next.
Yeah, now first place for most promising. It's a tight first place. We have Eltigant, who ranked their first map here in January, M1917 by A Crowd of Rebellion. And you know, if you've been looking through the ranked metal sets, you've 100% seen Eltigant, who's mapped a lot of metal and rock in 2024. Eltigant is someone who takes pride in mapping monos. Something you don't quite see that often these days, but you know, as someone who dabbles in the monos a little bit here and there, so it's nice to see someone mapping monos once in a while.
Absolutely, and right now on the screen, his first ranked map, an absolute incredible banger, I must say. And I nominated that, and it already was clear from the beginning that this mapper is going to show great performance in the mapping in his ranked category. As you can already see, this map is quite polished and it didn't need much modding at all. And he has ranked so many things since this map, including really difficult maps as well, like Lorna Shore to the Hellfire, for example, that got ranked quite recently. So yeah, going into also quite the high star rating. So yeah, as you already know, this is a first place tie, so we are going to see another first place right now, and it's going to be SN707.
Yeah, one of the upcoming, well, kind of new and upcoming, I say, in terms of 2024. SN707, mainly known through his Mesmerizer set here on screen, as well as being a BN for over 1 year now, joining around mid-January, and having nominated 70 maps. Not the most active, but you know, he's definitely had his impact on the scene here.
Absolutely, and his ranked section is quite full of Hatsune Miku maps. If not every single map is Hatsune Miku, so he is definitely a big fan of Vocaloid, I would say. And yes. A little more of his map here, which is quite the good map. Quite nice first place, well deserved, congratulations. We can move on to the next category, which is going to be best slider velocity. And at third place, we have Invisible O with his map Court Held That Funk. And it's going to be that inner Oni difficulty.
Yeah, this map has some really strong SV usage, I would like to say, in terms of like the jumps of SV between nodes, and that really helps to drive in the vibe of the map, I guess. This is there's some normal SV sections, but I think the most important, the most fun section at least, is gonna be this slow SV section right now appearing on your screen. Even though it's a bit rhythmically simple, it is insanely fun to play.
Yeah, and especially with the SV applied to it as well. It fits perfectly to the song, it makes the song play even better. We love some funk in the ranked section, do we? Another slow section here. Alright, and with that being said, I think we can move to second place.
This is Yak03. You're currently listening to Dario Korai made sampling Japanese music.
We are seeing Yak03 mapped by DTN.
Previously used in TWC 2025 as RO16 Tiebreaker, Hyperflip Daria Core song. And yeah, you usually see a lot of SVs on Hyperflip and Daria Core songs, and this is no exception. I think this map really pulls out, you know, every trick in the book. If you think of Daria Core SV or any like Daria Core SV patterns or like the SV meta so-called, it's probably in this map somewhere.
Absolutely. And this map has also been used in the 2025 Taiko World Cup as a tiebreaker in the round of 16, so you might know this from quite recently. Especially UGT, you played this map in the tournament. What was your experience?
Yo, this is such a banger, man. Everything from the... Well, I know it's in best SV, but really everything comes into play in this map. Both the rhythm choice, the coloring choice, and funny, yeah, this immaculate SV here really helps to drive in the vibe of the map. And yeah, super well deserved second place.
Very nice, I agree. Going into the break, I think it's a great time to introduce our first place for the best slider velocity in this category. It's going to be another Yak03 map. This time we see Yak6, not as much as Daria Core as the last one, but we see D3, previously known as Deco. I think this one is more techno, a little bit of like, yeah, more electronic rather than Daria Core. But it's definitely a really good song, and with this SV applied to the entire map, it's such a fun experience, and a definitely deserved first place in this category.
Yeah, this map has insane vibes, and this SV just is really the cherry on top. The patterning, coloring, and then the SV on top of it makes this map truly an experience, well deserving of that #1 spot.
Like obviously this is not going to be as much SV as the second place in terms of how messy the SV are, but it's still quite good.
Alright, that here ending, I think we can move on to the next section, the next award. Which will be the best technical. Starting from our third place here, we have Nelf mapped by Nifty. Yet another Nelf map nominated in the MCA tech. But in addition to the tech, there's also a plentiful SV in this map. You know, kind of a classic Nifty where you have both tech density emphasis in the map as well as SV emphasis. And later on we'll see this SV emphasis we're talking about. It's like small SV changes which helps to bring in the kind of neurofunk, messy kind of feel that it has, you know.
This map has everything a tech map really needs, so a lot of snapping changes. Obviously you mentioned SV, which is, yeah, if you know Nifty, you know what he's known for. Not much else I can really say about that. And this is a good third place for best technical. And people in the chat are right, actually. There was another Nelf map mapped by Boaz, which was also nominated, but unfortunately didn't make it into the top 3. So we have this now, which is also perfectly fine. Looking into this, good enough map. We can move on to second place best technical. And we have this. Probably you have seen this before. It's a lot of cats, a lot of memes. And if you love cats and if you love memes, this map is absolutely perfect for you. But it's also perfect for best technical, as it deserves the second spot in this list. It's mapped by CTH, the Troll Cat difficulty. Yeah. Really deserved, as CTH, you know him, best technical, that actually fits so perfectly together. And this map is exactly that, it's best technical.
Yeah, truly CTH can make gold out of thin air. If you give this song to most mappers, they cannot come up with a map this insane, but you know, CTH is CTH and you can really pull off magic as you keep this map.
Oh my god, what the hell?
I just want for you to see this entire rest of the map and the background. And before, yeah, I think, no, that's actually it. We can move to first place, best technical. And this should not be a surprise to anyone, actually, because we have seen this map before. It has won the Mapper's Favorite Award in 2024 as well. It's going to be Train of Thought by Nurend and Uone. I hope I say that right. But yeah, we have seen this map before. And it's combining tech with SV pretty intensively, and it deserves this first spot, of course.
Yeah, this map mapped by two very capable players. Of course, we'll have Immaculate Flow. Really good choice on the coloring, well complementing the rhythms of this map. And yeah, a super well deserved first place for a really fun map.
Absolutely, and you also know the map from the Taiko World Cup 2024 as the round of 16 tiebreaker, so we have another original playing. We had that before, and now again, another Taiko map from the World Cup. Pretty cool.
I wonder how many more originals we will see.
I don't know. I think we should find out. Going into the next category, we have once again a little tie going on with second place. So we start off with second place here. It's going to be the PP map Eek by a mapper we have already shown before. Is going to be Glassive, also winning the award for best low BPM with this one. This is really deserved actually, because it's another cat. It's another cat map. We love that to see.
And yeah, this storyboard is insane. It's so good.
It's so good, yeah. It also actually won a storyboard award earlier for the best narrative storyboard. I think also second place. So it has received the recognition it deserves. So so yeah, the storyboard is by the way by Atomic. So it's just that we mentioned that. And another really cool thing about the map is that it's mapped with the tag mode in the multiplayer mode in mind, so you can actually play this map in tag 2 in any multiplayer lobby. So I think you should hop on Osu and try it out right now.
No, not right now. After the stream is over.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, my bad. You're right.
Alright, with that, I think we can move on to our second place. Pokan color, mapped by Alkia, in the bright difficulty. And yeah, so another low BPM map, as suggested by the award. This is just 140 BPM. A bit different from your typical Alkia map, but you know, I think this is one of those delightfully simple maps that you can just play. You can feel a lot of intention with the colorings of the notes. And yeah, even though it's simple, I think this is a good example of a very clean map.
Absolutely, and we just have to mention Alkir's mapping project, which is also needs more Kiko, where this map is currently the 28th of 31st map in progression of this mapping project, which is really, really cool. That someone gets behind a featured artist this nicely and ranks so many good maps. And I think going to first place now, which is also going to be a really recognizable map. It's going to be Color Printer from Kero, mapped by Simply Cynthia.
What is personal computing, and why is it different than all the other computers?
Yeah, a super unique map. I think with the inclusion of TWC 2025 Hard Rock 1 finals, this means that it's been pulled in, I believe, 3 tournaments so far. So that's Tart 4 and the Seat C, I believe. So that's 3 tournaments. And I think that speaks to how unique this map is. It's really hard to find a map that is, you know, this type of map. I don't even know what to call it really. So much variable snappings combined with really fun color choices make this truly an experience. And yeah, with a really unique song that you don't get much into this rank section.
Yeah, and I think that's simply also known for like choosing songs that are more unique, also mapping more swing songs. So this is definitely a good addition to the ranked section of Simply Cynthia. And yeah, pulled in so many tournaments already. This map has potential to be pulled in so many more, and I'm all here for it.
What we think the personal computer industry is about is the invention of a fractional horsepower computer, something that can be cost justified on the personal level.
And the Switch is looking really good. Also, some speed ups, some slowdowns, even though BPM is already really low. Slowdowns in the ESV and school speed is quite nice, and that's this extra touch to the map that makes this feeling even better.
Alright, I think that'll be it for the low BPM category. Let's hop on over to the high BPM awards. Edgar Uko's nervousness. 240 BPM, 9.23 stars. You know, when I see Uko, I think of patterning, mainly patterning. Whenever I play Uko maps, I really feel that they have a really good sense of patterns, and this is no exception. Okay, 9.23 stars is admittedly a bit out of my skill level, but man, playing this on HT, it is insanely fun. This map has 1 4 plus 1 6 and 1 3 plus 1 6, and yeah, playing this on HT, this was so fun.
Yeah, this map is not only 240 BPM, it's also it also goes with snaps up to 1/12 of a beat. So mainly consists of 1/4, 1/6, and 1/3. But this on 240 BPM is definitely a challenge, especially on high 9-star, or like low 9-star actually, it's 9.23. So this has a good spot on the 3rd place here. And just looking at those patterns, as you mentioned previously, Oko really going in on this one.
Yeah, having good rhythm is one thing, but you know, I think coloring is a whole other beast to tame, and Uko has definitely done well with this one.
Absolutely. And I think with this, and seeing this play even more, like it just continues, as you can see, it just never stops basically. We can, however, still go to the 1st place, because we have another tie for 1st place. We can see Temptation mapped by Never. Yeah, this song is usually it's only 126 BPM, but it's mapped in double BPM, so this makes it 252 BPM with 2.8 base SV and the 1.8 mapping. Definitely puts this up to the star rating it is, just a little bit above 7 stars it is right now. And this makes it a really difficult map, especially in the key ice, where, as you can see right now, the patterns are rather comfortable, but the speed just increases.
Yeah, Never is one of our loved captains, and looking at their maps, they definitely have they've ranked quite a few double BPM maps, and I know that they have a few more in their graveyard somewhere, and yeah, this is just one of them. A bit of a farm map, but that doesn't mean it's of a bad quality.
Yeah, there also has been a second Orange map, also a second double BPM map that hasn't gotten into the top 3, but it's still out there. if you enjoy a style like this, there is definitely more. And just ending with a second KI here. I think we can go to the other first place. As mentioned again, we have a tie for first place in best high BPM. Going into DJ Raze, mapped by Genjuro, Fractured Heaven. That is fast. That's high BPM. It's
310.
310 BPM.
Yeah, when I'm thinking of hard maps, limit-breaking maps, I think of Genjuro as one of the people that are usually pushing all the hardest Taiko maps into the ranked section. And yeah, this is no exception. Custom, I believe this was an Osu original from TWC 2024 Grand Finals No Mod 3. And yeah, do I need to see more Grand Finals No Mod 3? You should be scared already.
Yeah, despite this is 310 BPM, there's a little fun fact. The current finals pool has a number 3 this is 320 BPM, so 10 BPM higher. But also this is this year and this is last year, so there's a little difference, obviously.
Yeah, I think this map is still pretty simple, but
it's fast. It's quick.
It's fast. I meant this first half is simple. The later half gets a bit crazy. That's where we really see the grand finals part come into play.
True. It gets way more dense in the second half, and also the 1-6 bursts get way more frequent. Perfect number 3 for a grand finals pool. And deserving the first place in best high BPM. Alright, and that being said, we now are ready for the next category. We are done with the mapping and we are going to go to Grand User. And this is a little special because I don't think I've ever seen this in any MCA before, but we have a 3-way tie for 3rd place. So that's incredible.
Yep, kicking off our 3 third places, we have Rafal here. And yeah, a mainstay of the Osu Taiko tournament scene. If you haven't heard of Rafal and you play tournaments, you are 100% living under a rock. Rafal has helped out in many community ran tournaments, as well as the official Osu Taiko World Cup as a mapper and play tester and map pooler. And I'm glad that Rafal has gotten the recognition that they 100% deserve. And playing in the recent TWC, or maybe not playing, but looking at all the maps and trying to do the planning for the team, I see a lot of Rafal custom maps, and each one of them, mapping wise, is of really insane high quality. So yeah, props to them, and a definite well-deserved 3rd place.
Yeah, and also helping out in the tournament committee as an active reviewer of your community tournaments. So there's so much contribution to the game mode and to the OSU scene in general, so that's definitely a great 3rd place. Speaking of 3rd place, however, we have 2 more to come, and I think we are ready for the second 3rd place. I don't know if you heard of that person before. Maybe you have. Maybe you have heard his voice even today. Maybe. Yeah, but he doesn't only have a great voice, he also has a lot of great community contribution towards the game mode. And yeah, this guy is just everywhere. Like, you look into Osu Taiko and GTA is right there. Not only has he utilized his voice as a commentator in community tournaments, but he's also hosting them himself, which is really, really cool. His maps have positively impacted the Osu Taiko mapping scene, as he also got second place in the Taiko Featured Artist Cup, number 3. He won the monthly beat mapping contest and the Blue Archive mapping contest before. So definitely an elitist in the mapping scene. But I think I have said elite. Yeah, I have. He has also been awarded with the elite nominated title, like really recently, for exemplary performance as a beat map, nominated in 2024. So this is quite impressive. Like, over 230 nominated beat maps, and in just a little bit longer than 1 year. So this is really cool, and the impact is noticeable in all scenes of the community. So I can say that directly to you. So congratulations to the 3rd place of Grand User. Deserved.
Thanks. I take a lot of pride in what I've done, and I'd like to also thank everyone who's helping on my journey. But that's that. Let's look at our next 3rd place.
I think seeing this map a little more is also fine. Okay, I think we can now go to the last 3rd place. Where can we? There we go.
Alright, there we go. Yep, our third place. It's Rexley, or Rixley, not so sure, but yeah, with over 320 nominations in his short tenure, a relatively short tenure as a BN so far. It's tough to look at the ranks section and find a map that isn't nominated by Rexley. It's made a big impact on the Osu Taiko modding scene, and now he's recognized with this award for his exceptional community presence.
Absolutely, and if you haven't been sleeping under a rock for the past year, you've definitely seen some of their maps in the ranked section as well as nominated, as there has been quite a few maps nominated by Rixley, like over 320 nominations. As he has been BN for a quite short time actually. So this is a deserved 3rd place with a good impact over the past year in the Osu Taiko game mode. And this actually is the last 3rd place we have on this list right now, so we can finally see a different number down there in the left corner. We see number 2, which is going to be, you maybe have heard of this name before, and if you haven't, I don't know, like maybe quit. I don't know. Like we have Heidi at the 2nd place. And he's a man, he's not a myth, but he is a legend. And if you haven't heard his name, you definitely miss out on a lot. Current leader of the NAT, still very wholesome and very dedicated community contributor, also with a bad badge since recently. And yeah, basically contributing to every community product there is out there. Product Loved, Contest Committee, and just to name a few. Still ranking maps in 2024 and 2025, so that's why he's on this list. Yeah, he's still there. And he shows no sign of stopping, so...
Yeah, I think recently he's been working a lot more on the back end, or maybe like the behind the scenes type, you know, doing contributing to the wiki, doing stuff for the tournament, making a website for the tournament committee, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, a lot of effort behind the scene for this man. And yeah, super well deserved second place here.
Absolutely, and his community management contributions are also definitely noteworthy in this award here. Definitely looking out for the game mode, I would say. Okay, and next up, we already got first place for a Grand User. We got already for Grand User
And
first place.
yeah. Man, there's so much to say about already. So first of all, let's talk about BN nominations. I already nominated, I think about a bit over 160, maybe 170 maps just in 2024 alone, which, you know, along with the quality of the nominated maps, awarded him the Elite Nominator badge. Not only that, Irides ranked, I think, 40 plus maps in 2024 alone, most of which were Taiko map sets. And, you know, usually you think, oh, if I'm pulling out high quantity, it means low quantity, but not for this guy. There's very few low effort map sets amongst his ranked maps in 2024. And yeah, high quantity and high quality. This man has put in insane effort into the OS Taiko scene in 2024, and yeah, this is a super well-deserved first place.
Absolutely, a second award. First being, as you already mentioned, the Elite Nominator. Now being Grand Award User as well. So that's deserved.
I mean, I could glaze this guy forever, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's truly incredible. I've nominated quite a few of his maps. I know there's like the stigma that, you know, BNs only nominate each other's map, but truly, already puts out insane quantity, and still maintaining quality standard. I think that's something that we can all strive for.
Yeah, you mentioning quantity makes me remember, like every other week, like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we need to evaluate him again because he just hits the nomination limit for the evaluation to trigger. In February, he had a stunning 50 nominations in 1 month, followed up by March with 42. So yeah, he might be cooking actually. So yeah, this is our first place Grand User. And we can go over to the next category with the third place of Grand Award Map. Going back to mapping. We got Pico.
Cool. Yeah, and
Alkir.
Alkir again appeared earlier on this list. If you don't know who Alkir is, this is an Alkir map. Alkir is usually, I would say, well known for their crazy kind of how do I say it? Crazy like snappings, SVs, And I think this map is a perfect combination of all of those two, including some funny finisher business going on. And yeah, this map, the snappings used in this map combined with the SV just have such a insane experience that I think that everyone here should try at least once.
Yeah, of course. After the stream, of course.
After the stream, yeah.
Yeah, and the map description says it perfectly well. The map features a lot of unusual patterns. And that's an Occur map for you. And once again, mentioning the mapping project, which is, in my opinion, just really, really nice. And this is the 30th map out of the current 31st maps of Kikuo. Occur mapping Kikuo. So really nice. It's a good third place. Congratulations. But once again, and for a last time, we have another third place, so another tie. We are going to see the third place right about now. We are seeing Thatch, Image Reborn Divinity, mapped by Slime and Lure. So that's a collab. I personally didn't expect to see in 2024, but there it is. And it turned out to be quite the good map, as Slime and Lure mapped this map together.
Yeah, a pretty basic 220 BPM, just one falls for majority of the map with pretty calm SV, but overall just a super clean map.
And it definitely is a third place for a reason, as it was voted third place. And you know Thatch probably from other songs before, and you know that streams are definitely a factor in this song as well. So it features rather long stream sections, and yeah, it's mostly 1/4, so nothing really standing out here. As we also being rather calm, not too tricky. And I would say just listen to the song a little bit more, look at the map, and enjoy before we go into the second place. Alright, this is a map. It's definitely a map, yes.
Yeah,
And
I think so.
I think we are ready for second place, don't you think?
Let's go.
Hey, we've seen this before.
Oh, what's this feeling of deja vu?
Yep, I'm feeling it.
So yeah, winner of Best SV returns again to take second place here in our grand award. And yeah, this map, offhand streams with some long SV chains, you know, really helps to the SV coloring everything for this Yax03 trance song. All comes together into an insane map, as well as a insane background. Helps to build in on the vibes, and yeah, this map is just pure vibes.
So can Donjon please take care as he's about to get hit by the car? Like, please, man. So yeah, you've seen this map before in Best SV. So there's not too much to add to this one. so listening to the song a little bit more is probably the best thing you can do. And of course, try out the map after the stream is over. Results are going to be out tomorrow, I believe, so you can look at the entire list all by yourself and play the maps and enjoy 2024 again in a rewind, basically. So yeah, and I think with this we can now go to the first place Grand Award map, and like it's going to be to no surprise, as we have seen this map before already. Yeah, it's going to be Train of Thought by Nurend and Uon again. And this is deserved for number one as Grand Award. And as I mentioned already, we've seen this before, so once again, not really much to add anymore. But we can at least talk about the storyboard as well here. It's a very cool storyboard made by Rice SS. And yeah, the song just goes. And the map obviously as well, as it won Grand Award map, so... So yeah.
Yeah, I think worth mentioning other people involved in this, Pentul for graphics design and Sakura 06 for the design, coordinate, and video. And yeah, I think this map really has everything. A cool storyboard, graphics I think are really suited for this song. And yeah, everything just plays together and combined with mapping goats Uoni and Nuren for an insanely banger map. Yeah, your number one Grand Award for post Taiko.
Yes, and we also can mention again Nurend as well, one of the map pullers and mappers and playtesters for the currently running Taiko World Cup in 2025. Really pushes out good maps there as well, so you should definitely check out those two. And of course, Yon as well, just really known for their mapping.
Elite mapper we won.
Exactly. Deserved elite mapper, of course. And now deserved first place Grand Award map. Right, and I think just for the sake of this first place, we should watch the map until the end before we are done with all the categories. This has been exciting, and I am very happy to be able to commentate again, especially with you.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. Been a fun time introducing all these maps, and I get to introduce myself to some really cool, interesting maps as well. So yeah, I hope you guys will try some of these maps at the very least. Maybe you can feel a bit inspired, or maybe be inspired by the people, and contribute to the scene as well.
Yes, especially if you've seen Most Promising Users and you are just an aspiring user right now. Maybe you are next year. So definitely shoot for the stars here. Just going for a little bit longer. But the song is also like really good, and it makes the song, it makes the map just play so much better to this entire song.
Yeah, Kanto has some really good bangers and some interesting songs as well.
Right. And I think we can confidently close this now, as the song goes into a little bit of an outro here. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining us today. And also thank you everybody for voting and nominating this year in MCA. You keep it alive, and we'll hope to see you again very soon. And thanks for playing, thanks for watching, see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.